This is Darren Orange. I'm back once again. Sorry, it's been a little while. I've been a little bit busy and preoccupied and whatnot. So I figured I'd come back today because a big announcement today. They finally gave us the official specs for the new Volkswagen ID.3. And we know that they're going to be in the ballpark of a 58 kilowatt battery and a 38 kilowatt battery, if I understand correctly. And that the car is going to be able to charge at a maximum speed at 125 kilowatts, which is impressive, but people are complaining, and I don't know why, because you're talking about a car that's going to be the Volkswagen ID, right? It's going to be very, it looks like it's going to be a mix like between a Golf, kind of. It's going to be a Golf with maybe a little more room like a Passat. It's going to be kind of a crossover in that sense. It's going to be much roomier than the regular Golf, it looks like, at least. But I don't think there's any issue here. The car should easily get 250 miles of range. It should be very efficient. It is Volkswagen. It's going to be front-wheel drive. We know these things. And we know that on top of that, they've been doing a really great job at improving the technology. I think the battery is going to be lighter than all the previous batteries, so it's going to not carry as much weight, which will also be a really good thing. But the one thing I'm just completely shocked by is that people are upset with 125 kilowatt charging. And we don't even know how long it's going to maintain that charge, how, all these variables obviously are still up in the air. A lot of cars, especially things like the Model 3, do not maintain their charge speed. They drop it off very quickly at their 50%. So if the ID.3 managed to maintain its charge rate all the way up to nearly 80%, 125 kilowatts, well, it would be charging nearly as fast, if not faster, than the current Model 3, with the fastest chargers available widespread, the Ionity chargers that aren't even in the US. It would be charging very, very quick, and in fact, in some cases, it should be charging much faster, because 125 kilowatts should match or more than match the kilowatts being delivered up to 80% as a Model 3. I just don't understand that. Now, on top of that, with the efficiency, which should be on par, means you're going to get a good amount more range. So I really do think that this new car is going to really be successful. I don't find there to be any reason why anyone's going to have any problem with it whatsoever. I'm amazed that coming from a Bolt owner, right? So I've got a Bolt, and our peak charging is 56 kilowatts, which, a lot of people balk at, say, oh, it's so slow and stuff like that. Well, 125 kilowatts is ridiculously fast at the end of the day. Yeah, Model 3 peaks at 250, but for like 5 minutes or something, it's not even really a very viable thing to maintain at the end of the day. It's actually pretty horrible when they market it in a way. So I guess the question is, if you want to have a car and you're going to market it one way or the other, you might as well market it as what it can actually do, rather than what it can only hold on for 2 minutes. I don't think that that's a fair way of describing something's charge rate or charge speed. I think it should be more accurate to something that can hold the average charge speed to a certain amount. So if they're saying 125 kilowatts, based upon what we know about the Audi, the e-tron, holding in the 150 kilowatts all the way up to that fantastic 100% or 80% of the battery, they don't use the ends of it. I'm going to assume right now that they're going to reach pretty much 80% state of charge at that 125 kilowatts, which will put it pretty much as one of the fastest charging cars out there to that 80% mark. And I think that's an important change, because everyone else wants to say, oh, it's this or that, the other. I just don't think that that's a fair way to describe things. You should say what your average charge rate is to 80%. I think that that's a fair way of describing the car. Because obviously, if you want to go faster earlier than that, or just maintain it all the way through, it should make no difference. It should be able to be maintained. At least that's my take and my opinion on it. But, you just don't know. So my question is to you guys out there, what do you think? Do you think this 125 kilowatts is fast enough? Do you want faster? How fast do you need to go? At what point is it pointless? Are we just chasing numbers? Is it like the whole HD, 4K, 8K thing out there with TVs and movies and stuff like that? We're just chasing a faster charge speed. Who can charge the fastest for 1 second type thing? you know, I just don't know what we're going to get to the point of. I mean, honestly, in most cases, the Bolt's charge speed for most trips is plenty. So anything faster than that's great. You know, so what would you want to see? What's the charge rate that you guys like? Please comment below. And if you like this material and want to see more, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. It really helps me out. I'm going to get back into making more videos now and doing more cool things. So again, guys, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the future. Thanks.